Hello guys, it is time for another episode, and this one is The Northman. Don't miss it. Thank you for joining me for another shave and scent of the day. And today we have The Northman, Viking extraordinaire from Norway. So this is Macduffs soap company collaboration with Aylsworth razors, or Aylsworth razors collaboration with Macduffs soap company. I don't know, who wants to be first? Who wants to be first? You don't care? Okay. All right, so we've got this soap, a nice little woodsy number, and I've got the aftershave as well. And then we're going to keep it going with Aylsworth and the Altair. And then, parting is such sweet sorrow. The beautiful Dracant. With an acid blade. This Foxy Matte, this will be my last use. I will get this back to you, and I really hope it doesn't get lost in the mail. Whew, it would be terrible. It'd be terrible if it got lost in the mail in my own mailbox and it never went out. But, you know, this will be my last use of the Dracant, and parting is such sweet sorrow. This is really a fantastic razor. Really, really enjoy it. So, let's do this. Let me give you some scent notes. The Northman, Douglas fir, fir balsam, black pine, bergamot, juniper, pink pepper, leather, musk, oud, cedarwood. And it is based on the scent of a Norwegian Viking's armpits, I think. No, that may not be right. I'll tell you what. You would expect this, with those notes, you expect this to be like super dark, brooding. But it's not off the puck. It is the bergamot there, and I think the juniper kind of brighten things up. There's definitely a leather accord in there. But like new leather jacket. Not like old, got beat up for a long time. Not like bear pelt. That's nice. That's nice, and I love Macduff's soap base. It's so good. Oh, I didn't mention, we have extremely bougie spa water. And I told you guys last time I was having trouble with it, and I thought I was going to have to replace it. Well, it turns out there was just air caught up in here that kept the spring from expanding. And so if you just take this, you can, well, here, let's just do it. You can twist and splash. You can twist that whole piece out, and then that will release. It will give it its sweet release. So don't do it around others. You might get offended. All right. So we're going to get loaded up, and I'm going to tell a story. I don't normally tell a story about a scent, but I've got a story for this one. And I'm gonna let you guys in on this. You know, think of me as the Mr. Rogers of the shaving world right now. So let's get a little water into this baby, and let's get loading while we tell a story. Have a seat if you like. If you've got a bean bag, a bear pelt, you know, whatever it is that you like to sit down and listen to a wonderful story, you do that, and let's do this. So here's how I picture this scent. So the Northman is a rugged fellow. He's a Viking, of course. So he's a rugged guy, and his pelt has gotten a little rugged as well. It's gotten some wear. You know, the cold's getting in, and we can't have that. So the Northman needs to go out and secure a new pelt. And what does he do? You know, he goes out, looks for his local purveyor, but unfortunately, Bloomingdale's is closed because it's a holiday weekend. So he's going to have to go procure his own pelt. And the Northman is not a small guy. He's a big, brooding fellow. Kind of the king of the Vikings. He's the best of the best hunter, warrior, lover. But there's nothing more than he loves than to kill. I don't know where the story's going. I'm making this up on the fly. So, Bloomingdale's is closed because it's a holiday weekend. And he must go get his new clothing. Because the Northman is rugged. But he is also known as a dapper man with the ladies. And he is a big fellow. He's not a small guy. He is a big, brooding man. Mere deer pelt will not work for him. It is not big enough. He would need to kill 8 to 10 deer to cover himself. That's just not feasible. We need it now. There's a wedding to go to, and he has no, good clothing for that. So he has to go kill a bear. And he does so. Because he is the man. And no beast will lie between him and this wedding. So, the bear has been dispatched. And now the pelt must be dried and tanned. So, as he breaks down this bear and rips its innards out to keep only the pelt, he sits down over a fire, sits down thinking about the stresses of the day. This god of a man must have a manly beverage as this pelt dries. And what would he drink? Not just something simple. It's got to be epic. It's got to be dark, deep, brooding, just like this guy. And what is it that he chooses? We're in Norway. There are not a lot of wonderful, bright things. It's got to be a brooding drink. What is it? Well, of course, it's a Corona with lime. Ah, that bear was a sissy. All right, that's all I've got. That's all I've got for that story. That whole story was just to funnily have a Corona with lime while talking about a Viking. So I hope you enjoyed that. Please don't tell your children because it contains alcohol. And they may be sensitive to alcohol stories. So don't do that. All right, back to our regular scheduled programming. This scent is awesome. You would expect it to be really dark with the notes, but it's not. There is definitely like a brighter leather scent in there, and of course it's woodsy, but it's not deep, dark woodsy. It's actually quite fresh from what I expected. I expected something really deep, especially when you're adding cedar and oud in there, but no, don't be afraid of that. And Macduffs, don't be afraid of that. Look at that. Like I'm shaving with linoleum. I don't recommend doing that. I'm going to go ahead and go with this. It's super shiny. It's extra slick. I can barely hold the brush. Let me get some alum on my fingers and let's get going. Really, really nice collaboration there. Congratulations to Sean and Caleb. Really, really nice. And last time with this baby, I would love to try the titanium version of this just to see, you know, if you take some weight off of it, see what difference it makes. Beautiful razor. I'd say there's enough water in that. What do you think? That is a hydrated lather. Look, it is almost falling off my face. Good stuff. Thank you again so much, Foxy Matt, for the chance to try this razor. It really changed my whole outlook on it. It really did. I appreciate you giving me that chance. You're a good dude. Whew. That is a hydrated soap, my friends. And it is rewarding me with some great properties. It's kind of weird. It's a Tuesday and I'm off today. And then I'm working a strange shift tomorrow. But I'll get to sleep in a couple of hours, so whatever. Some changes going on at work. Finally have a new dietitian in the portal, I'll call it. I've been trying to hire someone for a while to do kind of per diem work, cover vacations and such. And I hope that we found someone. Would certainly take a lot of stress off of both of our dietitians. One of them being me. I'm telling you, you try this scent, you will not believe, looking at those notes, the brightness that you get out of it. And it sounds like my cat has found something to play with in the floor of the kitchen. Good job, kitty. All right, nice first pass, and just removed a lot of material, so I'm gonna empty this. I'm going to empty the basin, if that's all right. And while my pelt dries, I'll have another strong drink of Corona with lime. I just love having some kind of beverage with shaving. I mean, I'm down to I only shave like twice a week now, so, you know, it's not like I'm drinking a case of beer while shaving, but, you know, shaving to me is very relaxing, and this just feeds in together. It just go together like stink on poop. Like lamb and tuna fish. Oh, you prefer spaghetti and meatball? You prefer that analogy? What movie? What movie is that from? Oh, I didn't point at the camera. What movie? What movie? I wipe my own ass. That was a free clue. Hooters, Hooters, Hooters. Here's another one. And that's it. This is so slick. I can barely hold it. Try and clean this off a little bit. Now I'll rub some alum fingers around it. There we go. Such a great soap base. It is definitely one of my favorites. One of my very favorites. One of my faves. Fave. Really nice brush too. Nice backbone, but still soft. There we go. Such a beautifully slick, dense lather. It's wonderful to shave with. Even with my cruddy technique, you can get in a great shave. Even if you overshave like I never do. Just don't use any pressure. No pressure. No pressure. It's the BBS Live week. Thursday night, 9 o'clock Eastern Time. Should be some nice giveaways and shenanigans, including Taco Bell money. Who doesn't want Taco Bell money? You gonna buy Miralax? You don't need to buy Miralax. Get Taco Bell. Another great pass. Let's keep her going. Dang old Phillies gave the game away last night. You can't be up 4-0 and lose 5-4. You just can't do it. Especially in someone else's house. I mean, they were poised to go up 2-0 and then go back to Philly, which would have made the Braves battle a lot tougher on them. But I'm pretty sure this is what happened last year too. I believe the Phillies took one game from Atlanta and then came back and won it in Philly. Well, here's to hoping that happens again. It sure would have been nice to go 2-0 and then heading back to Philly. Really great performance by Zach Wheeler last night. Got ruined by, one pitch. When you struck out the side in the first and second. And through 3, Braves were 0 for 9 with 7 Ks. It's a pretty great 3-inning run for Zach Wheeler. Just a great game, and it just got ruined in the end by 2 hits. 2-run homer, and then an error. Oh well. They've done well. Hopefully they get it back going and finish it up. I've hated the Braves since I was a child. But because I've loved the Phillies since a child. I mean, I'm still kind of a child. Just an old one. Most of you folks just don't know how old I am. Don't let this oily complexion fool you. I'm not as old as the Northman. But the Northman looks older because he's had a lot more stress than I have. I mean, look how much stress happens when Bloomingdale's is closed and you can't go buy your bear pelt. And you got to go hunt your own. That's tough, man. It had to be tough being a Viking. All the government holidays during that time. I mean, you don't even know when to go shopping. Instead, you have to loot, pillage from others. that did their shopping before holiday. Tough life, man. Tough life. I can see why they stole from others. Too many holidays in Norway. Come on, isn't this why you come here? It's not for my wonderful shaving technique. It's for my stupidity. And I didn't let you down on this one. I really brought it today. Come on, man. I even told you a story. A very in-depth, wonderful story with a fantastic ending. Pelts and beer from Mexico. I mean, do you know how far the Northman had to go to steal that Corona? Tell you what, the dude is dedicated to his Corona. I don't blame him. I'll do crazy things for substandard beer too. Sorry, Corona. I'm sure they're watching this. They're going to be really upset. Probably a defamation suit coming my way anytime now. What a fantastic razor. That's feeling nice. All right. I don't know if I have anything left to get or not, but right there. That may be it. I'll just kind of do the normal trouble spots that I have. There's really not much of anything left. I'll just overshave a little. Just out of habit. I tell you, this soap base is absolutely elite. Absolutely elite. And this scent fits very nicely in my den. I don't really have anything, that's woody. And this is a nice one. Very nice collab. Extremely enjoyable shave. Man, that's great. That is great. That is excellent. I will not relent on that. I haven't seen anyone on YouTube review this yet. But that was a couple days ago when I checked. We'll see. I may be the first one up. I didn't know. Mine may be so good that other people don't want to do it. Kidding. All right, cold water rinse. The post-shave feel of this is so nice. It's just a fantastic soap base. Really great on the skin. Oh. The Northman would be proud. I think he would be using a, you know, some sort of street razor, maybe made by deer bone. I don't know. Something like that. Maybe bear teeth, since he just killed a bear. Maybe I'll use the teeth for that. Wash down this brush. And here we go, the Northman. We'll give him a shake. Hope he doesn't hurt me. Get plenty on there. That rugged face needs moisture. Oh, yep. That's what I wanted. Oh, that's such good stuff. Aftershave is awesome. Let's see if I can read the ingredients to you. I can't really see with my glasses on or off, so I'm kind of in a precarious situation now. Let's see. Witch hazel, aloe, and the rest is too small, I can't read it. So there you go. Here's your in-depth analysis of these flash. You can find it on Aylsworth Razor's site. They got it all broken down for you. And I was going to wear a scent today. I was going to wear Enclave Noir a la Extreme, which is a nice, beautiful cedar, woody, with a base of vetiver. It's really a vetiver fragrance that's been, it's a flanker. That's, you know, a really nice woody cedar version. And I was going to do that, but I really want to smell this one all the way through the dry down so I can evaluate it fully. I hope you have a fantastic week. Thank you so much for joining me for my corny story, but my fantastic shave. And I'll see you on the next one. Peace!